Shall we go? Is something the matter? How suspicious. Yes. But... Please listen. Actually... But...
All right.
I'll see you later.
Ah, you're back.
Good. Yeah? Yo. Shit. All right. Yo. Later.
Hey.
Yo! Hey, hey! All right! Really? That's... Hey... Really? Yep. Ooh, this! Bye now! I guess Okumura finally... That has to at least lift some of the burden. If he's still asleep at this point...
I just remembered. You.
This is it.
Yes.
Nice going!
All right, that's...
It's finally lunchtime.
Hey, can I speak with you for a moment? So about Dr. Maruki's counseling. You've already gone to see him, right? I see. That's good then. sure you're aware, but Dr. Maruki's term here will be ending pretty soon. The higher-ups told me to make sure you've received adequate counseling. Be sure to visit him so you don't bring any unwanted attention to yourself.
Counseling, eh? But anyway, bring on the
Senpai, so nice to see you. It's going wonderfully. Are you also about to eat lunch, Senpai? If it's all right with you, would you mind?
Ah, how nice to see you two together.
Oh, would you like to join us for lunch, Dr. Maruki?
Are you sure? Well, maybe I will tag along then. Is that your lunch, Yoshizawa-san? That doesn't...
I have to eat this much to stay active. I always burn through everything I eat. From my point of view, it's your two lunches that are the issue here. If you're going to strengthen your body, you have to eat right. You should really work on your diets.
And you're right, yours does look nutritious. You know, you seem to be giving off...
Yes, I was able to put my problems in the past and move on.
Ah, so that's what it is. You don't seem to be overexerting yourself either.
I'm sorry I'd worried you.
Oh, not at all. It's wonderful to hear how you've been. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. If you don't mind my asking, was there some kind of reason for this breakthrough?
Well, it's all thanks to him and his acquaintances. I suppose you could say they gave me a reason to rethink things. Or, more like, a reason to stand up to my problems. Isn't that right, Senpai?
Stand up to your problems, eh? You've grown to be very strong, Yoshizawa-san.
Mm-hmm. I'm totally over it now. Sorry for talking so much. Why don't we focus on our lunches? Thanks for the food! Oh, I forgot. I have PE next. I should get going.
Yoshizawa-san really does seem to have found her footing. She seemed absolutely tormented about her situation just... I have to say, this drastic change has really knocked me for a loop. Perhaps... I was just joking. Looks like time's up. You should head back to class as well. See you around.
So you're the one who grew these, Senpai?
You can just call me Haru. The seasons are changing soon, so I thought it'd be nice for the plants to change as well. This time, it's a Yusuke Kitagawa production.
All I did was add some... how do I put it? Aesthetic. Furthermore, Haru chose the flowers herself. It will surely be a great bed, no matter the arrangement.
I'm looking forward to it. Why don't we plant you, Mona? Weren't you a shut-in until just recently? You'd better photosynthesize while you're here. Well, let's get started.
Perhaps the Snapdragon should go 2 more millimeters to the left.
That's not gonna make a difference.
Hey, you know how we're thinking of the school festival as our celebration party? Anyone else think we should have a real celebration on top?
I must agree. It would be not only a celebration, but a welcoming as well. I'd like to do something among ourselves.
Let's do it then. A joint party to celebrate and to welcome Haru.
Oh, you don't have to do that. The school festival is more than enough. How is everyone else supposed to get excited if the star of the party's not into it? Well then, how about a night party at Destinyland? By Destinyland, do you mean that Kingdom of Dreams? It would be a bit late, but there are some plans that allow us to rent out the park for the night.
The entire park? You're talking about the Destinyland, right?
Didn't you say you'd like to do something amongst ourselves?
I did, but
Hold on, I'll go check.
She really thinks like a celebrity.
The heck's she gonna check?
Guys, it looks like it will work.
We're really gonna have it at Destinyland? Not like one of the restaurants.
Even just for one night, the price is insane. The problem? We had originally booked it for a company party, then had to call it off because of the scandal. We'd barely get anything back if we cancel the reservation, so why not take advantage of it?
wouldn't that be oddly conspicuous, though?
It's still officially under the company's name. We needn't worry.
In that case, we'll just celebrate twice as hard today.
I'm sorry for disrupting everyone. You did come to help me after all. Well, let's get back to it.
So, seriously, how much does it cost? For real?
The food was arranged on my plate as though it were paint on a canvas.
The staff brought out this table and food just for us, huh?
I thought if we were going to dine together, it would be better to do it somewhere with a view.
The VIP life is incredible! Not that I'd expect anything else from a private rental.
There really is no one else here.
We are the rulers of the Kingdom of Dreams.
Is this lighting just for our sake as well? That's right.
It's beautiful.
It's not as beautiful as you. That's the kind of stuff couples say, right?
Almost anyone would fall for that line in front of a site like this.
Lady On, this view is not as beautiful as...
Come on, you guys are getting way too excited.
You say that like you're not tapping into your inner child too, Ryuji.
This is just because Futaba kept nagging me to put him on.
I did not.
You said something like that.
That's a good way of putting it. I wonder if that has to do with where we are.
My, this is so heartwarming.
Honestly, I would have liked to see the parade as well, but given how sudden the request was, they couldn't get enough staff together to do it. Perhaps that will have to wait until next time.
Either way, this party's totally the best one so far. It's...
I'm glad to see you're enjoying it. Be careful, Haru. You've shown these guys what luxury means. This'll really raise the bar for our next celebration party.
You're already talking about our next party? Don't you think that's somewhat premature?
You're getting too excited. And that party will be for me. Still, I met Mona-chan. I got to know you all. Isn't everything going a little too perfectly? It's actually a bit frightening. You worry too much. I must just be overly cautious because of my circumstances up till recent. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Hey, isn't it almost time? You know.
Oh, perfect timing.
Father.
Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to gather here. Today, I'd like to elaborate upon the whole truth behind my company's labor situation. How my employees were forced to work under severe conditions. How lax we were, and how my corporation acted as a whole to... For all of this, I wholeheartedly...
So are you saying all of this was done under your orders?
Yes, I.
We heard that dozens of your employees were forced to resign due to mysterious illness. Furthermore, these happened to be officials who stood against your proposal for overseas expansion. The same thing also happened to executives at competing companies who were looking... Is all of this true?
Yes.
Was it all coincidence? We'd like some answers.
About that. I have a critical piece of information.
Here it comes. Okumura is going to say who's really behind the mental shutdowns.
I...
Okumura-san?
Father? Why did he collapse?
That didn't look right at all.
Mona-chan, what's going... No, that's impossible! I want to know that myself! We made sure we just took the treasure too. I should call home.
This isn't our fault, is it? It's been okay all 4 times so far, ever since Kamoshida.
If we let the shadow live, the real person won't undergo mental shutdown, right? That's how it should work.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
What's wrong?
This is... I remember now. It's just like what happened to my mom.
So this is the moment when mental shutdown occurs.
But why did they target Okumura-san?
Damn it! What the hell's going on here?
I'll talk to the staff before I leave. Feel free to take your time.
Haru!
This ain't our fault, right?
I'd like to think so.
Some welcoming party, huh?
I'll get in contact with Haru later. But for today, I think we should all return home.
It's been a while. What are you watching? That's...
This is just a hypothesis, but perhaps Okumura was bitten by his lapdog.
Are you implying that the Phantom Thieves triggered a sudden mental shutdown on Okumura?
There might have been a falling out of sorts, so the Phantom Thieves abandoned a useless employee, and to cover their tracks, they dealt with Okumura.
I hate to bring this up, but...
Did you find any evidence?
No. Actually, there's a chance that the party behind these aren't the Phantom Thieves, but some...
How do you mean? You were suspecting the Phantom Thieves as well.
It is still hypothetical at this point, but I don't want to rule it out.
We're searching the Okumura residence tomorrow. Same with Shujin and its principal. We will find evidence on this, no matter what it... By the way, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
You haven't looked at my laptop or taken files from it without my permission, have you?
That's quite out of the blue.
There were traces that someone transferred data from it. It was only a small error pop-up. But I noticed it immediately after I had that argument with you last month.
And that's why you suspect me? Oh, please, give me a break.
Are you saying you didn't?
As a detective myself, I honor the value of information, as well as the effort invested in it. I take pride in what I do. I thought you, of all people, would understand such values, Sai-san.
I apologize. But then, who stole my data? I let my guard down. They're mine. I'm the one who will catch them.
It should have been okay. It...
Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to be asked, where have I...
Damn it, this doesn't make any sense. Why he suffered a mental shutdown is one thing, but what are we supposed to do from here on out?
Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw.
No way.
Please don't tell me.
On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud, or so I'd like to say, but... I know this, of course. However, what of the general public? It seems a contingency has occurred. At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed. I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this
All right.
We shall meet again.
Time's up, inmate.
Is that true?
Listen this time, okay?
We have...
I see.
Well...
We've confirmed the victim's connection to the Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Speaking? Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Yes. I'm sorry to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
The principal? No one told me about that.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life. And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another. You don't sound like you're lying. If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse. Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up? And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one. Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked. You could have ignored him and targeted some other famous person. Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal? There's still no proof that another suspect exists. That said, it's safe enough to say that you aren't the murdering type.
All right.
But with the subsequent deaths of Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed. Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was... Is it a side effect? What in the world did the police inject into you?
Hey, can you hear me? You need to stay focused.
Don't scare me like that. If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end. We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable. Well then, at last we arrive at your most recent crime. You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself. Now, explain everything to me.
Oh!
Where have you been searching all along, facing twilight alone without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to be asked.
Okay. Well then. Oh! Yeah! It looks like Haru is managing. Alright. Let's meet up with everyone after.
With this, preparations are finally... The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. I've already spoken to Human Resources about it. It will be a heavy responsibility, but I'm certain it'd be an honor for her. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time. Indeed. They'll become the criminals we've set them up to be.
It's so damn... She's the one that called us, so...
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father. Wait. What's up? People are posting that we killed President Okumura!
So it's begun.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
Still! You were raving about us so much, and...
What a lightning-fast change of attitude.
They don't know a damn thing about...
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
But there's no way to vindicate ourselves.
Haru! I'm sorry I'm late. I'm the one who asked you all to make time for me, too. My condolences. I'm okay now. I called everyone together because there— Did you all target the principal?
Huh? The principal? You mean...
Yes. What makes you say that? Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home. That's... I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office. Considering that this was right after what happened,
It's the first I've heard of it!
Doesn't this all seem weird to you? It may just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quick.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
For real?
That could be.
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
What else are we supposed to do then?
Let's all calm down for a moment. From what Haru said, even the police are suspecting that the Phantom Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now. In addition, we have midterms next week.
Exams? I envy you, Futaba.
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it. I wonder what that could be. At any rate, we need to behave and not draw attention to ourselves. For real? Mishima is a bit narrow-sighted, but he's a good person deep down. We can't betray him.
Been searching all along,
Oh!
confessing while alone.
Oh!
Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade.
Okay. Well then. Oh! Oh! Bless that girl. Worrying about others even at a
Impossible.
All right then.
Yo.
Been searching all along. You're facing twilight alone. Without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. Actors masquerade.
Welcome! What do you play?
What do you want to do?
Thank you!
Yo!
Beautiful.
I knew you could do it. Oh! Wow! Oh yeah.
This sucks.
Hey, are you listening? No way.
Hey! Oh! Oh! Ow. All right then. I see stories online about horrible hosts like Tsukasa all. However, We'll need solid proof of what he's doing if we're going to convince Eiko. I believe some of the promoters around here may know something. As my father always said, finding evidence takes serious legwork.
I can feel it.
Hey!
It's too expensive.
We have proof now. Come on. It's almost time for Eiko's shift to end. Hey! I see. You're right. But... You see...
All right.
Well, all right then.
Sorry to bother you. apologize.
All right.
We will meet again.
Haru, she's the one who should be in pain right now. Yet she's still trying to cheer us up. Well then. Yo! All right. All right, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Really?
Let me see. All right.
Yes.
All right, let's do it!
Ah, you're back.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter.
Haru. I'm not surprised. Still, despite how she looks, Haru has quite the backbone. I'm sure she'll be okay.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
Yeah.
Wanna head back?
Phantom Thieves have gone off the deep end, don't you? I thought they were gonna change that CEO's heart, but they ended up killing him instead.
Haven't people been saying they killed Principal? I thought they were bad, but I never expected they'd turn up.
Oh man, to Does this mean anyone who gets targeted?
Quiet down. Well, shall we begin?
Ooh, we can do this! Yep.
Ahem.
You're still rooting for the Phantom Thieves?
You know they're... That doesn't mean that criminals should be left to do whatever they want.
Still, couldn't they have at least left the principal to the police? And I mean, did you see that press conference? No way Allies of Justice would do that.
I wonder if Akechi-kun has been right all along.
He's so admirable, sticking to his guns even though so many people were...
That's enough. Now, everyone.
That doesn't look like it'll work. Ooh, we can do this! The Phantom Thieves have gotta be students here, right? I mean, isn't this insane? Now that you mention it, there was a guy in Shibuya who told me he's a Phantom Thief. For real? Oh crap. I snapped a pic, so I should probably put it online just in...
Okay, class, let's get started.
Ooh, we can do this! That doesn't look like it'll work. Yep.
The police? Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Serious? I read the same thing online. Apparently...
It's open. Welcome.
Huh? Excuse me? You have my thanks.
Well... quite.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
I suppose plants do need watering. Oh, I know. You should go help Haru. I'll... Oh, have you come up here to assist me? I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering. It's just... so... Well, perhaps I could share this with... I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life. The source of my worries is my father's company. Dealing with the aftermath has... Given how unexpected the accident was, my father didn't have a will. Which means suddenly, I'm the biggest shareholder in a company of over 1,000 employees. But I don't know the first thing about business direction or... I am. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. I know I'm the president's daughter, but I never thought I'd actually end up involved in company business. Because of that, lately I've been meeting with all the various officers and lawyers my father employed. They've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not entirely sure about. It's clear some people only want to get on my good side, though. I don't know who I can trust. They try to sound comforting by saying things like, "Don't worry," or "Leave it to me." It feels like they're really only being nice so they can get their hands on my bank account. I never realized I could be this distrustful of other people. I'm sorry for ranting on. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit, though. The only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees. But I think what I really needed was someone closer to my own age. If it isn't too much trouble... In return, what can I do to help you? I don't have any unique talents. How about this? You know, gardening. I'm actually quite skilled at it. A few years ago, I even managed to grow a tropical fruit on the balcony at my house. To be honest, this is what I do when I'm alone. To take my mind off of everything. Oh, that's right. I stored some vegetables in the refrigerator down in the home. You still have some time, yes? I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their color. You'll find out once you eat them. It's mostly normal things like tomatoes and zucchini. They're definitely unique. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. I'd like to get Sakura-san's opinion on my vegetables. Do you think I could bring my next harvest over to your cafe? Thank you. I'm sure Sakura-san will give me his honest opinion. I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good. Well then...
Congrats on surviving midterms.
I think I'm screwed for real this time. I couldn't concentrate at all.
Gathering everyone's opinions in order to make that natural course.
Again?
More importantly, what's this you want to...
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was?
The medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Huh?
Oh, the guy who called himself Medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past Medjed.
And...
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of... Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official Medjed member.
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves?
Could they have been doing it for fun? It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
Wait a moment. What if it's the other... Hmm? Perhaps they used the Medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
What?
I actually thought the same as Makoto. Why is that? Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website. There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
Before summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings, particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who tampered with the site are the same person? I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result. On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings. The perfect timing and the perfect target. If both of those had been set up...
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the... No way!
This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence. But if all your deductions happen to be correct, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
We gotta be overthinking things. I mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed. Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up, then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation. Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must...
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap?
Yeah. This doesn't mean that we've lost. Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them. We need to find clues, no matter what.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as my...
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you thought to reopen it. And you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis. Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command. I'd like you to oversee this operation. You've yet to give an answer. Will you accept the task of eradicating?
I will give it everything.
Have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra, but I assume your odds of success are naturally. Failure to accomplish this task is...
Of course. I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all then. I expect good results from you.
I'm home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going...
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your stuff. Don't worry, though.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Oh my god, sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves. This is bad.
Everything. Unless they know about the metaverse, there's no way they'll get any info.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Damned Phantom Thieves.
They were there today too.
Yeah,
What do those damn cops think they are? They can't...
Maybe the rumors are true.
Okay, quiet down. Well then, next up is you two will go together. Huh? Why? That's how they've been doing it. Those are the instructions. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it.
Take a...
We're sorry to take your time. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida? You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school? Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you...
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought... Seems we were all asked the same question.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, it would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scared? Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. And now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names.
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
They were so popular too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit?
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff, no matter what happens. I don't want to regret my decision.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
Oh! Hey!
Where have you been? Been searching all along. Been facing twilight on and on. Without a clue. Without a sign. Without grasping.
Hey, hey!
The real question to be asked. Where have I
What do you want to do? Yep.
Yeah, make sure you close up.
Hi!
in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
Oh! Okay. Well then. Ah. Yes! Oh. Ah. Okay. Nice.
All right.
Hi!
Yes. I have another suggestion. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at...
What's going on?
Do you know this one?
This is it.
Correct.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us.
Goro... This one too.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too? Aren't you taking this a little too lightly?
Whoa, look here.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are... And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okuma...
So now they're accusing us of...
God, this is so effing stupid!
We have the results. First place is Goro Akane.
What?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole...
Serious?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was...
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask. That reminds me. How was Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own.
You're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. I hope she finds something.
Hey.
In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspect.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths...
What? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom.
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed... That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them, there are still many questions to be answered here.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change. What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh. You're trying to show off. Don't get... By the way, you haven't been caused... I heard the police showed up. As long as you're not... Well...
Oh!
Don told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's
possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous. But without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble. And the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Okay then. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact. For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
I gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment.
We're counting on you, Makoto. Oh!
All right.
Good morning. Well... Yes.
Hey.
Oh, yes. How about you?
This is it.
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome home. You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick...
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform, answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible, is...
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, we must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? Yeah, standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and cares. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has... Don't you think, Bob?
Sorry.
Criminals, hmm? However, that is ignorant of their true nature. It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some... If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs. I knew there was something special about you. I feel as though I could tell you anything during a... Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin. Ah, wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Check. Actually... All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
I'll start.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss. Acting like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out.
Hanging out isn't precisely the More importantly, it's possible that both your names have come up during the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even...
Don't let your guard down. It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct? Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately.
Shall we head off to the stands then? Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good.
I know a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it?
It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there are... We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes.
Who cares?
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd...
Stick to a normal one.
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod, bro.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely...
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Ryuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you...
That would be the Russian top.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
We won't let that happen.
Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's... Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school fest. So, what makes this a Russian taco?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red.
Dude, don't tell...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all...
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? Wait,
Do you? Oh, you sure? All right, then.
Oh, everyone.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
the special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine.
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you, tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the... This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what. That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're here just imagine. So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more?
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with... I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Oh? Let's head back.
Yes, I... Quite. Indeed. Hold on.
How about it?
Well then. Well, I see. Indeed. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
I... All right. Thank you.
Well then.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
Oh!
I should write something.
Oh!
Nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many... I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a...
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experience. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed it. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is.
Come on, Makoto.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you...
Getting right to the point. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all... We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom... Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that... How are you so positive that they haven't?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're...
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so... But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously...
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they...
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or...
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are?
That idiot!
No.
They're people you all know quite well. It's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No!
That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage, please. Let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. It's not just all of you. I am aware of that. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without... Dude, it's... When the app activated on its own, quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. I'll take your silence as confirmation. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarapa. To think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face, actually, when I took these photos. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was... I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just... talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, Were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake. Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents, and those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious...
Bullshit! None of that...
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our co-op.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've... That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like... I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today. For various reasons. We should be getting back. About that. I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel. My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey,
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, but I'll have to end things here.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us.
Damn it!
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of...
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect he had received a calling card from the...
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well.
I knew it. Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium.
Post-festival party? Nobody invited you.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party? Since we've run into each other on our own, why not go together? People say these kinds of events should be enjoyed with others, so... It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite shoot, the Student Sharing Special! But before that, we've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down. Now everybody, join in!
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it! Very impressive, Senpai.
Now that you're all warmed up, let's switch up the music!
Hey, we've got a little...
Senpai, I'll be back soon. But just wait here. And...
Who's that? Huh?
That's crazy.
That was so exhausting, but what?
Wow, that dance...
I know, right? It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going. Thank you. I'll be up. The post-festival party was so much fun. See you soon!
All right, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
My apologies for being so distracted. I can't stop thinking about Akechi-kun. Are we really no match for him? Thank you.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause.
This event is never very popular. The older teachers seem to enjoy it for some reason.
All right, who has something to say? No?
Oh, he's choosing from the crowd?
Ooh, is that our lovely student council
Huh?
Come on up here, Miss
Do I have to go? That's not really the proper use for that phrase.
Everybody's waiting for you, Miss. Here she is, everyone's favorite student council president,
Hello.
Miss President! So, with the Kamoshida scandal, Principal Kobayakawa's passing, and even that whole... I'd be surprised if you've had any time to study for your entrance exam. Now then, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today, Miss President?
I don't really have... Sorry.
Here, do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
What?
Oh? Man, he's going in for the kill. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. Some people theorize that they go to our very school. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Miss President?
What do I think?
I'd love to hear the answer to...
Wow, way to go!
I think it was him! So, Miss President, what's your relation to this guy?
Relation?
My, she's red as a beet! A rare glimpse into the girly side. But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty?
Just when it was getting interesting!
I made a fool of my post-festival party has never felt that long before. By the way, I'm surprised you were able to say what you did back there. Huh? I was at a complete loss for words. You really helped me. This may be a little rude to say, but you were surprised. My sister always says if I get married, my husband should be someone dependable like that. Oh, Forget what... Oh, despite everything that happened, my final post-festival party has turned out to be quite the unforgettable one. Oh, right. Here. If you'd accept this... I hope you enjoy it. Come, let's go home.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of... Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves. The sorry state of the police. They're saying whatever. So, how's the investigation?
Nothing that leads to a...
What's going on here? And I thought I told you that... Well, if things continue at this rate, never mind.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems we may need to reform the operation as well.
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've all...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want. The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this... I'll make myself clear again. Failure is...
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. Oh, one more thing.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't... Yes.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right?
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So...
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean...
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Hey, if this...
Oh? I'll get right to the... Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, I was trapped in a... I knew I had to leave it.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. It's the same as Mom's research. They
Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, Even the doctors, At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these phantom thieves were doing. I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the phantom thieves changing hearts were... Back in the day, my job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got... She said something odd when we were... that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? But it happened. If anything were to happen to you... There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was that the kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change. And then, you always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? Wait, he doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief?
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last... And on top of that, what the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait,
She was killed!
Stop this!
Why won't you believe me? Are you... Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, it was awfully but what could I do? All I was able to do, run away, hide, and end up here. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault,
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you, kid. And I end up getting consoled by her. God.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guy, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. We're done talking. Come on. Time to...
Whew. If he turned us in, still, we should tell the others about what just happened. I'm tired.
We're gonna win.
I should write something.
Sorry.
Have you been searching all along, confessing twilight lonely, without a sign, without resting it. The real question to be asked.
Yep.
Where have I?
Yep.
I'm a sharpshooter.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a chef.
Well then.
What else should I be? Please don't take off.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masai. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves. The suspects for Mr. Okuma. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves and have decided to reward anyone with information leading.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30, and considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims.
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it. I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on, and it'll happen every day. Even, why did this happen? This isn't about me. Well, I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this... All I can do now is just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right? I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief.
Did you see that reward? With this, the Phantom Thieves have become that will be when they're curtained.
Hey, great!
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were...
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to...
Cheap?
Now there's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably... Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic break...
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so careless.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly...
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji, taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because...
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah. I'm such an idiot!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes...
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power.
Are we really a match?
Should we... I mean, things might get worse.
Hey.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is... We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do.
Yeah.
Hey, about me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, I lost it. You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them. See ya.
I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be?
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Well then.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But the government as it stands has been left behind the times. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through
He's a politician of the ruling party, is
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you...
That's a good question. But might I have a
Quit effing!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a...
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only... The groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace. Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart, just...
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen.
I mean... I guess I can understand how...
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say?
Makoto.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is... because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not.
You seem awfully evasive today. Is some...
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Well, regardless, it all starts tomorrow.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro and the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? Believe you. I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm over... Hey! You need to... It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I'm amazed. It seems... When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a trick. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need?
We'll be going to Nijima's palace. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
Well, like her history with men.
You're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into. So this is the courthouse. You can tell. Let's hurry up and get started.
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy.
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her.
I concur. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh?
This is the model I wanted! I'm so sorry. Until...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange...
That's true.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts to you.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto's sis thinks this courthouse is.
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh?
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it...
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
The courthouse is a...
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yeah.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostile.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests are made for her case, I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using...
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how he looked.
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's...
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
I'll just add this.